Hey, howdy, hey, you're on with the Juice Man, and this is Boat Game. We got a first look today at the new Tier 8 American Premium Heavy Cruiser, the Salem, available in the Forge for 25,000 steel. I'm running it with a 16.4 Azure Lane Baltimore, Scott and Lutyens, Inspirations, no fly zone, igniter, punch through, fixated, and fully packed. Got DFAA as a standard, radar or sonar, easy pick, 3 heals with this setup. I'm running an epic battle booster just for little extras for the showcase, Evil Union Flag. It's got 44,700 hit points, 7% torp damage reduction. It's got 3x3 203s, just like the Baltimore, just like Des Moines, just like every other American cruiser at the tier, except for Tulsa, I guess. 4.9 reload on this build, 35.3 second 180. 2300 alpha on the HE with a 17% fire chance, is very good. 4560 AP alpha, also decently good. 5.2 secondaries, and yeah, this thing has secondaries. They do work. 8% chance of setting fires. 99 AA defense, lots and lots of 76.2 millimeters, do a decent bit of damage at 5.3 kilometers, and then all of the secondaries are dual purpose. 34 knot maximum speed, massive turning circle, 8.1 rudder because I haven't spec'd agile, and 11.2 concealment, 7 by air. Let's look at the armor. 27 millimeters on the bow and stern, pretty typical at the tier. Got a side armor of 30 millimeters, so you can bounce 16s off the side, but you won't bounce Georgia, Yamato, ships like that. Above average reload because it's basically a Des Moines. It's got good AP angle because it's American, and it's got a Giga Heal. It's a Des Moines class heavy cruiser. Her main battery mounts were equipped with an auto loading mechanism, which provided the greatest firepower among ships of her type. The cruiser's advantages included advanced radar equipment, powerful AA artillery, and reliable horizontal armor protection. Entered service in 49, and there was 4 of them. This radar is 8.5 kilometers, by the way. It's not quite as good as the 9.9 of the Des Moines. 8.5 seems a little pants, but it is a 40-second radar, so I can't complain too much. Without further ado, Systems Mod 1, Prop Mod 2, Concealment 3, Main Battery Mod 3. Let's get straight into the game. We're on Warrior's Path on the Charlie spawn. Matchmaker has given us 4 cruisers and 5 battleships to shoot at. Now, with these guns, they can be very punishing to cruisers and battleships alike, but this thing does have a good radar and good high explosive, being essentially a down-tiered Des Moines. So I'm a little disappointed by the lack of destroyers, but I really can't complain about the paid actors on the enemy team in this battle.
この私に続け。
I'm getting myself into a position behind this island so I can shoot over it at the enemy ships coming towards me, but still kinda protect my hull. It's not going to do much, but it's going to do enough. And this will also give me a nice stopping point to back up from and disengage if there's too many of them, and just generally get myself out of this situation. But we're confronted by the enemy Agir very quickly flying around that corner. As you can see, the island did protect me from a few of the Agir's shells, but he was still able to get some of them over. Now, Gear is a bit of a spooky ship, having really big guns for a cruiser. And realistically, a little too much armor on the sides. It compensates for its lack of bow armor, but still, those sides are very thick. So, high explosive it is, trying to farm a little bit of damage off of him until he opens up the angle. And here the AP comes out. Now, I'm holding a bit of an angle trying to keep all 3 turrets on him. Trying to keep myself angled enough that he's not going to slap me, so he doesn't get too much damage on me there. But I'm trying to maintain this 3-turret angle, and I'm looking for a citadel. I'm putting the shells in just above the waterline, trying to go a little higher, a little lower, just not finding it. And right there, I opened up the angle too far and ate 19k from his rear turret, and then another 10k from his front turret. So I didn't respect those guns as much as I should have, and I paid for it. But thankfully, Salem has a giga heal, and I am now back over half HP as I push the corner, looking for some damage on the Pommern. Plans change. Wichita approaches. Wichita's looking very free right now. He looks perfectly content to sit broadside and eat damage. There's the citadel. First of hopefully many. My hopes aren't high. 5 overpens in that salvo. Typical. 5 overpens in that salvo. Maybe this Wichita's onto something with his broadside strat. There's another citadel. Numerous overpens. 2 more citadels and a dead Wichita. Now New Jersey's pushing in towards the middle. Pommern is sitting on the corner. I don't want to push this New Jersey too quickly because he will absolutely remove me. But I absolutely do want to push this Pommern. Trying to get some shells over the island at the Pommern. Sneaking a few through, getting a little bit of damage with the AP. And we've spotted a hipper. I'm going to take a Hail Mary shot at him, get the front turrets around the island, but not the rear. And I'm going to pop a radar for the hipper. Out of nowhere, I citadel him for 11,500 damage there. That was interesting. Not something that happens often. Something that's definitely not going to happen again. But a good chunk of damage to start this exchange. So, it's 1 ship down from our team to 3 ships down on their team. And I'm sat here with 135,000 damage and 2 kills already. Well, 138 now. This game's going well for me. I've had a lot of HP to farm over on this side of the map. I go bow into the Pommern and lose a gun, but not my life, thankfully. I pay the Pommern back by taking his gun in return. And I'm just letting the AP go to work. It's time for a fire. There's my high caliber at 164,000 damage. And there's Minnesota stealing the kill that I worked very hard for this entire game. But that just seems to be the running theme today. I've played about 10 games prior to this one, and every single game I was just about to get a kill, and then somebody who decided they deserved it more than me took it. But that's called kill securing, and that's just the way the game goes. Now we are 8 against 4. The enemy team has an entire 64 points to their name. They've got no caps, no hopes. They are screwed, to say the least. But I can see from Charlie flipping that New Jersey is reversing into it, so I want to put some distance between me and him before he opens up the guns on me and absolutely removes me. Fortunately, he's not even looking over here. Well, not exactly looking over here. So I'm going to take some pot shots at him and try to open up this distance. I ate a good chunk and pop a heal, and now it's time to let the AP go to work. Hipper pops up again, and not realizing that the Massachusetts just died, I start firing at the Hipper, which truthfully I shouldn't have done. I should have farmed the New Jersey for some more damage. But I'm taking shots at the Hipper. Enemy team has 5 points to their name. Not long for this world. And my shells are about to kill the Hipper. I get yoinked again by the Missouri. I get my Dreadnought medal, and the game ends. So I finish this game with 189,647 damage, 234 shell hits, spotted a ship, knocked 2 things out, 2 kills, should have been 4, 3 fires, 5 citadels, 14 defender ribbons, and 20 secondary hits. Dreadnought, First Blood, high caliber. Pretty typical game in the Salem, actually. This thing has been pretty consistently putting up games like that. And because the enemy team lost all its points and I got absolutely robbed of my last bit of damage, I finished the game with measly 3,323 base experience. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. So, if you liked the video, slap like. If you feel like subscribing, do that. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.